looking for a 6th home win of the season. It's the Bradford Super League round 22, live from the Bartekard Unsel Stadium. It's the Bulls against the Wolves. Aaron Moore is our referee, video referee tonight, Matty Lim. Right, Luke Hooley will get us underway. And here comes Harrison then with the first carry. I know you spoke to Kurt Haggerty last week, Paul, and he was full of praise. He labelled his side brave soldiers, but they are very much running out of bodies and petrol now, aren't they?
They are indeed, yeah. Guy Armitage, season-ending hamstring injury last weekend. Connor Wynn went off. He makes the team today. But yeah, they are running out of troops. I expect this to be tight down the middle. I think Warrington will go after the middle of Bradford.
Here's Thewlis back in the side. A welcome returnee for Sam Burgess. Over halfway. Ball goes back now and hit high by Leon Hayes. First contact for the fullback, Caleb Akins, and he's done pretty well there.
Yeah, he caught the ball, didn't he? Maybe a bit of a tackle in the arm, but the referee let one go.
Now working their way forward. Here is that contest again. Akins been magnificent at the back for the Bulls. I think to be ever present in a season like this takes some doing. Bradford only narrowly beaten at the Halliwell Jones earlier in the campaign. Nice carry again, gets them up to halfway. Last one as Ackers will find Chris Atkins, sends it deep downfield. Thewlis will wait, he'll collect it. He turns the ball back to the youngster Lachlan Webster. What a shot in the arm for Webster, by the way. With Thewlis coming back in, many probably would have expected him to drop out, but Webster keeps his place.
Yeah, I spoke with Sam on Wednesday. He's Kai Taylor-Ray playing in the reserves, and that's a testament to Lachlan Webster and the way he's played. Thewlis was very, very good at fullback when he deputised for Kai Taylor-Ray. He's got a host of problems trying to fit everybody in, Sam.
Well, that's not a bad problem to have at this time of year, is it? Maybe freshen up some bodies as well.
Kurt Haggerty would love it.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, the haves and the have-nots in the Super League. And here come the visitors then. They had that big win against Castleford last week, but they've lost 3 of their last 5. Owen sends it high. Akins again under pressure. Did he hang on to that? No, I don't. Well, they're going to say that there's been an escort off the ball here in Warrington. They're going to get a penalty.
I think they get the ball. I think they get the ball back. I think they get the ball back anyway. I don't think Caleb Aitken takes this ball cleanly. We'll see it here on replay. He goes up. I think he knocks the ball on into Ethan Ryan offside accidentally.
Yeah. Here now, the ball with Byrne, yet to score his first try in the Super League for the Wolves. But they're in real prime territory to strike. Walker pops it up for Harrison. Carries a couple of metres out from the line. Bradford looking to defend their line early. Ball dropped back to Bentley, a former Bull. Gets a pass away. It wasn't the greatest pass in the world. And a tackle made about 10 out from the line. Ball now back on the angled carry. Warrington once again. They're a metre or so away from that try line. Looking now to move it through hands. Here's Byrne. Bradford quite happy to defend their line at the moment. Last one. So far, so good. Ball now works its way to that left-hand side. Quick hands, but Bradford defend in that narrow pitch. They know how to defend here, and they do it well.
Yeah, lots of angle changes from Warrington, and I think that'll be order of the day for them. Play back down the middle, try and get 2 men tackles before speeding up the ruck. Playing flat and fast over the advantage line. It's a penalty.
Well, Aaron Moore doesn't agree on that occasion. Short pass to Sutton, who's in the back row as opposed to the front row today. He's another one who's carrying an injury. Doing it tough, as is this fella, Gardner. To the 30. Bradford going to launch a kick with Riley Dean, a former Warrington man. It's a high one. Thewlis underneath it. Dropped it, but went backwards. And Ashton, who was hoping for a pass in the end, is there to pick up the pieces. That was a steepling high kick. And Thewlis had a bit of a wobble.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Fresh from injury.
It's quite a still day, isn't it, in terms of the weather. There's not much breeze about as Irwin takes a carry himself, just up towards the halfway line. Danny Walker waiting, poised, finds Harrison. Good defence again from Bradford. That's some tough fixtures. They've still got a few more to come as well before the end of the campaign. They've started pretty well defensively here. 5 gone. Last one. Hayes is going to send it high towards the near side. Ryan will catch it. He will take the tackle. Here's Atkin. Bradford with Wynn. Wynn now cuts back, finds a pass. They're looking to play here, but Fulton, well, usually in the back row, he's in the centre, or whether you're a centre or a back row, that wasn't the best pass to get, and he puts it down.
Yeah, Connor Wynn creates a bit of space here. There's a 3v2 on the edge. The pass from Chris Atkins, a good one, and I think he should take that. Zach Fulton, another error from Bradford, deep inside their own half.
He's gone well, Fulton, this year in Super League. But this is a big chance. And you worry for Bradford, if Warrington can get in front early on. They put on a load of points in the second half last week at Castleford. The Bulls were resolute at Hull KR, eventually got overpowered at the end. They ran out of bodies. Here they go now, and now they've put it down on the first tackle. So a bit of a scruffy old start here tonight. And you feel that really does favour the Bulls, Paul.
Yeah, it does, yeah. The more stop-start this game is, the easier it will be for the Bulls.
Here's Hooley. He's gone well this year, been really versatile for Kurt Haggerty, filled a number of positions. Here now is Mellor. Gets it away to Gill, who got a try for the Bulls at Warrington earlier in the campaign. He'll play the ball now, quick play of the ball. Here's Mellor. Oh, he had bodies with him. Just couldn't get the pass away. Wants to get to his feet. Ackers finds Gill again. Crashes over the halfway line. The Bulls looking to put some pressure on with a kick from Atkins. Sends it high. It's going to hold up here. Forward to get it is Webster, didn't get there. It's not back by Bradford, it's still the last one. They get it wide to Atkin. Atkin cuts in underneath, needs to find a pass. He's not going to find one.
That's
the Bulls fans
again.
are furious.
Six again, Mark. There's a touch on that. He's going to captain's challenge it. It's a dead set touch from the pass from Mellor. Knocks it back. It's not back. See it there. There's a pass from Mellor, and I think the centre on this side, or Ewan Irwin gets.
I'll tell you what, though, there, Paul. Chris Atkins got to be careful. He just charged into the referee. I think he might have actually made contact with him.
Challenging the ruling of handover. He believes there's been a ball touched in flight.
Well, that is the call then. They're challenging. They thought it was touched. The Bradford fans around us thought it was touched. And Paul, I have to say, I say every time I'm on with you, your eyesight is magnificent. You called a touch here as well. So you thought there was a touch here, Paul?
Yeah, I think it's here. I think Ewan Irwin gets a touch on it. There, look, just there. Left arm.
Looks like the ball changes trajectory.
It's tapped.
Yeah. And Atkin takes receipt of the ball, so that is back to one. Now the one good thing here, because it went to the end and the tackle was made, Bradford will keep the possession, so it is a successful challenge. So Bradford are going to get another set here. And a big cheer goes round the home section at Odsall, because they saw what you saw, Paul, and Bradford now get another set.
Yeah, big set now, isn't it, for Bradford? First time that they've been in the opposition 20-metre area. They've come up dry, Warrington twice.
Here's Mellor, gets it away to Gill. He's a big body, isn't he? Takes some putting down. Atkin waits, short side. Bradford wanted a penalty, they don't get one. Here's Mellor. Mellor tries now, ducks towards the line. Held up 5 out. Bentley Harrison involved in the tackle. Bradford probing here with Ackers. Ackers finds Gardner. Dean finds Aiken. Aikins. He finds Hooley. Hooley tackled 8 metres out from the Warrington line. Here's Connor Wynn. He's the man not short of confidence. The dancing feet finds Mellor. Gets it away to Gill. He'll just settle things down. Bradford once or twice on this left edge have had an opportunity. Last one. Now they're coming this way again. Atkin gets it away to Aiken. Short pass Fulton, but Hopoate's all over him. And in the end, Warrington defended that quite nicely.
Yeah, very similar to the Bradford Bulls, isn't it? They go to the left edge on last play. Warrington did the same. Toby King tackled. This time it's tackled. Yeah, the captain's challenge there. It's dead set touched, isn't it, by Ewan Irwin. Warrington's time to come out of trouble.
Yeah, it is indeed. Warrington have it in their own 20. Here's Walker. Walker finds Harrison. Harrison, rangy, gets up towards halfway. Nice move up the middle. No way through though for Dewlis. He'll play it now. And here now is Hayes, going to send up another kick towards Wynn on his line. Catches it just in the field of play. Oh, beautiful footwork. Gets back into the field of play. Good kick though, good chase.
Yeah, very good kick, wasn't it? Just centimetres before the try line, and Wynn's in trouble because he's caught almost behind his own try line, ducks under the first challenge and gets back in the field of play.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. It is from the other angle. Shows how close to the line he was. Bradford having to work hard here. And Bradford are looking, they're going to make a change here. Now, they've brought on Logan Lewis. An early change. Jamie Gill off after 10 minutes. Last one for the Bulls. Here now is Atkins. Nobody's closed him down. He runs forward 10-15 yards, then kicks across the field. Ashton will collect it on the full. So there was no kick pressure there, and that just allowed Atkin out of trouble.
Probably 10 metres further back than where they should be, Warrington, because of that.
Gill gets a breather early on. Young man making his way in the Super League. Hard going in the engine room. Here now, Hayes gets it away. Warrington over halfway. Couple of tackles left here for the Wolves. Here now is Ben Curry, gets it away. Ewan Irwin tackled. Such a live wire, young half. Here now is Hayes, sends it high across the field. Aikins coming into contact and took it, and took his medicine as well. That's another decent kick from Warrington.
Yeah, I think Hayes has kicked the ball really accurately, hasn't he? That 10-by-10 box mark between try line and sideline.
Now a penalty.
That helps.
Relieves the pressure for the Bulls. Talk to me about this narrow pitch, Paul. What was made of it earlier in the year? Bradford clearly picked up 5 home wins here. They've mastered it, but how much of an impact does it have on the game plan?
Yeah, huge. It's probably about 6 metres either side, and you know, it's an extra defender mark. That's why you don't see too many blowout scores here at Odsall, because you know it's a little bit easier to defend. You've got a little bit less space around you than you would have on a normal width pitch.
Bradford already over halfway. Here they go now. Mellor. Short pass to Logan Lewis. And now another penalty. And Bradford might well have a short goal here, because this is only 25, 26 metres out. But no, they're going to put it into touch. Well, earlier in the year, Bradford were taking a lot of penalties, but maybe feel that 2s won't be enough. Here's Fulton, gets it away. Sutton takes it in. Been a really good signing for the Bulls, and they've got him tied up for the long term as well. Ackers finds Atkin, gets it away to Mellor. Use Lewis as a decoy on the inside. Ackers looks left but goes right, finds Riley Dean. Short pass there, no way through. Warrington's defence so far resolute, as the ball now swings its way back to Dean. He gets it away to Atkin. Atkin to Aikins, no way through. Again, Warrington defending the limited space quite easily. Atkin for Lewis inside the 10. Last one. Which way do they go? Do they go to Atkin? They do. Ethan Ryan will be a target. Kicks it up for Ryan, who's got the height advantage. Gets it down! Ethan Ryan in at the corner. Had the height advantage on Webster and made no mistake. Ethan Ryan over for his 13th Super League try of the season. Much to the delight of the big home following.
Yeah, it's an excellent kick from Chris Atkin. He puts it on a 5-pence piece in the corner. It's really difficult for Webster on the wing because he's got nowhere to go. He can't backpedal far enough to come forward and get a running jump. And the advantage is always with Ethan Ryan. He gets up, taps it up, gets a second ball. He picks up the scraps and scores in the corner. A really good kick from Chris Atkin. It's really tough for the young man on that right wing, Webster, because he's stuck in the mud a little bit, isn't he?
It's an interesting one, isn't it? We mentioned already that he's picked Thewlis, and Thewlis has gotten a fullback. He's kept Webster in the team, but he has inadvertently, Sam Burgess, set up a bit of a mismatch, hasn't he, in the air there between Webster and Ryan?
Yeah, try confirmed.
There is Ryan, went past a century of tries for the Bulls. Here's their top scorer in their comeback season. And here's Luke Hooley, who is going to look to add the extras from out wide. Well, they turned down the 2, didn't they, to go for the try. They got the try, Bradford. And it's been a confident start for them. It's Hooley now. Clock ticking down, so he's not got too much longer to stick this one over. It's for 6-0. He's pulled it badly. That wasn't his finest kick, but 4 points to nil. Kurt Haggerty will be pretty pleased with the opening 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. They defended the line 3 times, and I know Warrington made an error through Toby King on play 1 from the scrum, but the other couple of times they defended the line really well. Just a great kick from Chris Atkin. Ethan Ryan gets up and over the top. Very, very good.
So little space to operate in, but he's a master at those types of finishes, Ethan Ryan. Now the ball carried forward. Good carry as well. Good aggressive run. The fans enjoyed that one. Warrington with a bit of work to do here. Came into this one as big favourites, but they're behind early in the piece. Pushy carries inside the 20. Lewis, I'm a big fan's favourite here, the former Salford man. 14th appearance of the season. Here's Gardner. Bradford make it towards halfway. Last one for them. Atkin this time under pressure, sends a kick downfield. Thewlis waits on the 10. Catches it, gets it away to Ashton. And Ashton 0 to 100 pretty quickly as ever.
Yeah, good carry back, wasn't it? Good run.
Warrington working their way forward, just short of the 40. Opoate back in the centre. He's been playing predominantly on the wing, but a bit of a reshuffle in the back line. And he's back in the centre. Here now is Byrne. Wanted to pass, but takes the tackle. Danny Walker gets it away now. Hayes finds Thewlis. Thewlis shakes off one, but can't get the pass away. And he's tackled on tackle 5. Irwin is going to put up a kick. It's another accurate kick. Akins again catches it on the line. The kicking's been superb. Certainly been the best bit of Warrington game so far.
Yeah, very accurate. Really accurate. Just a metre off the try line. Akins in for a tough afternoon, isn't he?
Yeah, but so far been okay. Just the one fumble earlier on. Here's Hooley. Actually, it was a keenly fought contest in round 12. 26-12, Warrington won on that occasion, but it was in the balance for large parts of that match. Nice one. Now the kick downfield, collected by Webster. He'll head off infield. Warrington once again start midway inside their own half. What you made of the opening exchanges here?
Yeah, good start from both teams. You know, no errors have cost tries as such. The 6 again has been a big play. Ethan Ryan try separates the both teams, but both in it.
Certainly are. Here is the ball with the Wolves. Curry will play at the line, finds Irwin, back to Bentley. Bentley gets the pass away to Thewlis. Thewlis stepping across, no way through. Bradford smothering the space, they do it well. Walker out of dummy half, gets it away to Hayes. Miss out pass, looking for Ashton. Ashton has to cut back in. Asks the referee, does he need to go to ground? Well, he didn't go to ground, he does now when he's tackled. Last one, they're once again inside the 30. Here's Irwin. Sends another high kick. Tester for Ethan Ryan. Gets off the ground and he does well. Gets to the ground. But not for the first time today, Paul Cook. Bradford start inside their own 10.
Yes, and the next couple of carries are the tough ones coming out of the yardage. With the accuracy of both Hayes and Irwin's kicks.
Here's Hooley. Win. He's had a good year in the Super League. 8 Super League tries. Scored against Hull KR last week. Now there's a problem here, a big problem, and there is Leon Hayes. Now they stopped the play here, but Leon Hayes, Paul, fell over in almost off the ball there. You see he's hobbling. Now given his injury history, that was a big concern for a moment or so there.
You never like to see a play go down with nobody around him. Yeah, he's crumbled.
Referee just to get on with it. Now Thewlis will get it away to Ashton, and Ashton will bring it forward. It's a real arm wrestle at the minute. Bradford giving as good as they're getting, but then they concede a penalty. Well, Warrington let Bradford out earlier on and it ended up costing them, and Warrington will be hoping this will do the same. Just saying that Elliot Poposhi has gone off for a head injury assessment for the Bulls. He's been replaced. Here now is Hayes. Looks to be showing no ill effects of that ankle knock.
He's changed both his front rows, hasn't he? He brought off.
Here's Walker
starting front rows and put on Sipley and Philbin.
Yeah, here they are now, and here they go down the short side with Hayes. Tackled 15 out. All with Walker. He's got Curry. Curry now has got Sipley outside him, turns the ball back inside for Philbin. Tackle 5 away, quick play of the ball. Here come Warrington. Here they go with Bentley. Ball comes off. Atkin went backwards. Who touched it first?
See, Atkin knocked on into Bentley, I think.
Referee about to give the decision. Here it is again.
Atkin gets his left hand in.
Looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah, the signal is given. Home fans not happy, but you saw it there straight away. Joe Philbin crashing through the line, causing problems.
Yeah, back on the inside. The markers have got to be good here at Odsall because the defence on the edge is all set, and you've got to be really good from Marcus closing the space on the inside. That's where Philbin made his little half break.
Yeah, just a fingertip from Atkin. Here now is Irwin, gets it away. Quick hands, and Ashton exposes the balls. There might not be a lot of room to work with, but that was clinical. And Ashton strolls in without a finger laid on him. Great work from the scrum, and Warrington level up at 4 points each.
It's a scrum play that we see so many times throughout every weekend in the Super League. The midfield scrum, 10 metres out, 4v3, overload of numbers on either side of the scrum. The scrum half's at this side of the scrum mark, so he can't get across there. It's up to the back rower to get out. Back row doesn't get out. It's a 4v3. It's a really, really good pass from Thewlis. He just in and out. Really, really good pass. Wynn gets him as well. He hasn't got time to catch the ball and bring it in. He's just got to flick it on, and it's expert play from the fullback Thewlis.
Yeah, well, Ashton got his 100th try against Hull Kingston Rovers recently for the Warrington Wolves. That's 8 in 8 now for him. He's flying at the moment. Had a bit of a quiet start to the year, Matty Ashton, but he's On song now, as is this young fella. 8 from 8 last week at Castleford. Looking now to keep that run going. He struck it pretty well. Well, not only is he a good ball player, he's a good goal kicker as well.
Got everything, hasn't he? A young man, bright future in the game. Puts his team two points to the good.
There is the try again.
Yeah, just really nice hands, isn't it? From Thulis, just chips it on, really soft. Ashton's not going to miss from there. You mentioned it, Mark. He's in great form.
Yeah, 8 from 8. Restart. Collected by Webster. Here's Sipley. Well met by Lewis.
Oh, boys.
Bradford then a bit of a setback for the Bulls. How do they react to that one?
Oh no, Luke! Not there, Luke!
Looking here is Walker. All of a sudden gaps are starting to appear. Walker exposes them with a great run. 20 metres steal downfield. All of a sudden Warrington speeding things up. Here's Bentley, well met by Atkin. Oh, now a penalty given away. Atkin just held on a bit too long there.
If they don't put James Bentley to ground, that's the start of the problems in that tackle. And then he ends up at the wrong side. Atkin is strong. Bentley throws him off. He's clamped the football, as you can see on our replay. He throws him off and he drags his hand with him. Play 4 penalty.
Costly. Here come the Warrington Wolves again. Here comes Sipley up towards the 10. And he's bumping off defenders, leaves Mellor on the ground initially. Ball now here to Irwin. Short pass. They were trying to use Philbin back on the inside. He's got to the line, Philbin, but he's just going to be held up a fraction short of it. They fire it here towards Hayes. Was a bit of a swing there, but they keep him out. Really fast play of the ball there. Ball now works its way back to centre field. Here now goes Curry, uses the decoy runner, but Bradford all over that particular passage of play. They're looking here with Walker again, going with the big guns. Sipley trying to punch his way through. Now penalty, offside against the Bulls. Just starting to mount up now, aren't they, these?
I think they play on here. I think they just keep going. This is to be the 3rd set of 6.
Once the discipline starts to go, it leads to problems. Can they defend their ill discipline? Walker waits. Slow play of the ball here. Irwin gets it. Oh, that's a poor pass. Well, it broke down in the end. Timing not quite right from Thulis, and Bradford survive.
Yeah, it's the second error of the game. I'm not sure the pass is a good one from Irwin. Slightly behind him.
Just a reminder to you all that entry is available and encouraged into our club lottery for just £1 a week via our club.
A little bit disappointed with that. Shake of the head, dust himself down and go again. It is a different test for the young halves, isn't it? We know they're young, they're inexperienced, of what, 50 games between them, him and Hayes, but they're learning on the job.
Yeah, it's a ruthless sport as well. If you get it wrong, the spotlight's on you and the microscope is on you.
15 out from the Bradford line. Here goes Ryan. His try got the Bulls in front early on. Here now goes Fulton. Nice play of the ball. Ackers up towards halfway. Last one. Sipley with the tackle. Atkin again with a bit of time. Was he taken late by Bentley? They're having a look at that. That was taken in the field of play, and the referee said because he wrapped the arms, that's fair game. And he did take him to ground, in fairness.
Yeah, he made a legitimate tackle, didn't he? I don't know how late he was on it. I was following the ball, if I'm honest, but the referee deems it okay.
There it is, the challenge. Well, you won't want to be on the end of it.
Yeah, no, not really, no.
Here's the hands, finds Curry. Curry looking to get the arm free. Here's Walker. Sipley Sipley offloads back to Thewlis. That was touched by Hooley. That's going to be another set of 6. Well, Warrington have had plenty of territory, but only the one try so far to show for it.
Yeah, the defences are often very strong. As we said, the width of this field lends to a defensive performance, Mark. But it takes something out of them if they don't continue to, if they keep continuing to give 6 agains and penalties away.
Yeah, we saw St Helens and Lee come here and put up decent scores against the Bulls, but not too many of them. There we go, 51-49 the possession.
Completion rate similar.
Yeah, not a great deal in it, just a few more metres for Warrington. But overall an even contest, and the scoreline reflects that. Going slow to his feet there. Here's Bentley. 28 games in Bradford colours early in his career. Here now is Curry. Now the Primrose and Blue are flooding forward, but Dean was off the line to make the tackle. Walker waits at dummy half. They're going back down the short side. Somebody overran the play there. They had to go to his second option. It might yet pay off. Bradford scrambling, and in the end there were just enough white shirts in the picture to keep Josh Thewlis away from the line. Ball now swings its way here. Short pass to Sipley. Good defence, Bradford. 5 out. Warrington knocking on the door. Irwin fires the pass to Hopoate. Is he strong enough to get there? He is. Albert Hopoate. They had a good piece of him, but he's a strong man, and he crashes over to extend the Warrington lead.
Just a pass from Irwin. The speed of it. Spiral pass left to right, 6-7 metres. And the speed of the pass beats the defender. Zach Fulton, who gets caught, just turned in just slightly. At this level, you only have to be slightly in. There, he just turns in at James Bentley. The speed of the pass from Ewan Irwin's brilliant. The strength from Albert Hopoate. And that's what you get, Mark. If you keep giving possession away, 6 against penalties, eventually it catches you.
It does indeed. And I think Ethan Ryan on the line has done his level best, but he's a big man, isn't he, Hopoate? Over 40 appearances in the NRL at Manly and Canberra. And he's a quality addition to this Warrington side. And that's another try for him. The dozen now in his first Super League season. Here's the man looking to keep his own little run going. Ewan Irwin. Strikes it through the middle, it goes. So 12 points to 4. And all of a sudden this game has just turned, and it's turned maybe on the back of some ill discipline from the Bulls.
Yeah, a couple of errors, a bit of ill discipline there. The Irwin pass bang, brilliant speed of pass, weight of pass. Albert Hopoate just has to catch it and just beat Ryan. Did extremely well to get the ball down. 12-4, probably a fair reflection of the amount of errors that Bradford have made and how much they've had to come off their own try line.
Oh. Here now is Sipley, and that's a good point. Warrington didn't get any benefit for those great kicks that meant Bradford were constantly coming out of their own 10, but that will have an impact at some point.
It's patient rugby league, isn't it? Grinding a team down. We saw it last night with the Wombo Stadium with Hull KR just ground Castleford down. Only 10 points first half, and then they come home with a wet sail.
Did. All on halfway. Here's Walker, gets it away to Thewlis. Thewlis trying to sidestep his way through. Strong carry from Thewlis. Last tackle here. And again stands in the ruck. Little kick here. They're after it. Collected by Bradford, but guess what? They're nearer their own line than the 10-metre line. Rinse and repeat. Sam Burgess will be delighted with the way that his young halves are handling this kicking game here.
Yeah, absolutely. The speed of ruck's been noticeably different for Warrington as well. You know, the slowing rucks down for Bradford, but theirs is really quick, and they're just beating them down the middle.
Look at that, Hooley knocked off his feet there. Bradford struggling for metres. Here's Fulton, last one, and they're only, what, 18 off their own line. Here's Atkin, kick pressure Well, oh, now this Ashton let that go, and I tell you what, would be relieved that that didn't bounce straight into touch, because he would have been in trouble there.
20-40.
Yeah. That is, in the end, well done from Bradford. I think they would have taken that from where they were, but now they've given away another penalty, and Kurt Haggerty will be furious with this now. There's Ashton. He was cool, wasn't he? Let it go through, but there's Philbin, well met by Bradford. What they don't want to do here, they don't want to concede again. They don't want to get too far behind too early, the Bulls. Philbin very slow to his feet there. Here's Hopoate. Hopoate up to the 40. Ball here with Sipley. Elliot Poposhi has passed his head injury assessment. Oh, beautiful pick up there from Irwin. Had no right to collect that as cleanly as he did. So Poposhi will be back for the Bulls. Here's Curry, here's Hopoate. Ryan did well, jammed in, prevented the pass from the centre. Webster was waiting. Here's Curry, gets it away to Irwin, finds Hayes now, going through the hands. Here's Sulis, Bradford slide across. Sulis going backwards, but then comes back forwards again. Tackled 12 out. Can the Bulls just hang on here? They need to hang tough. They're going to switch play here. It's picked up by Hayes, fires it wide, quick hands. Oh, what a try. What a try. Two young halves here are pulling the strings for the Warrington Wolves. King on the end of it. The switch of play there from Irwin. Hayes then with a miss-out pass, and King on the end of it. Third try for Warrington, but Paul Cook, we're watching a little bit of a masterclass here.
Yeah, we are. We're seeing two young halves dominate a game of rugby league here. I think what's really important here for the right edge of Bradford is not to clock off. When the ball goes to Irwin, I think they relax on the heels just slightly, and Luke Hooley just gets caught with an out ball here. Just see it now, but it's just caught on his heels. They've not got forward far enough. The remit when you're on your own try line is to get to 10. They get to 8, and that's the difference. 8 metres out, and he gets just on the outside of him. It's really, really well worked play. It's really nice play. The speed of pass again from Hayes this time. Just gets Toby King on an out ball.
Just what we said Bradford didn't want to happen has happened. That is a third try in the last 12 minutes for Warrington. Poposhi is coming back on. He'll be back after that HIA, so that's a bit of good news for Bradford, but 3 successive tries for Warrington is less good news for them. Can Irwin keep his run going? 2 from 2 today. Sends this one towards the post, and standard procedure. Flags go up, and it's all of a sudden 18 points to 4.
I mentioned it last night. It's the great Frano Botika's birthday this week. He was as dead-eye as what Ewan Irwin is. That's his 11th consecutive goal kick. Nico Hines on the other side of the world is looking at the world record mark. 33, I believe, is on.
18-4, big kick. All of a sudden 4 minutes to go to the break. Warrington might just be behind another score here. They can't get too carried away though. Bradford have gone about their business reasonably well. Just need a set where they stop Warrington. They're going down the short side again, and all of a sudden it's just getting quicker and quicker.
Yeah, you can see the marked difference in the ruck speed. How many metres Ashton's making this through.
Yeah, almost through. Bradford need that hooter to go, don't they? Because it might just be coming at the right time. It might not be coming quick enough. Hopoate filled in by Ryan. What a shot. Wow. That's the way to stop him. Hopoate spills the ball, but what a shot. He was all in there, Ethan Ryan. All the chips were on the table.
Yeah, he blindsided him a little because the pass from Irwin's slightly behind him and he can't see him coming. He touched him anyway. He got to stop.
Yeah, that was a tackle. They needed that, didn't they, Bradford? You just wonder if half-time's coming at the wrong time for Warrington.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. That was a big tackle from Ryan because everything's really quick. You just see he has to reach behind for the ball. That doesn't help him. There's a low-flying aircraft on its way.
Nathan Ryan scored the opening try of the match. And he's just put in the biggest shot of the match as well. Chris Atkin is getting some treatment. Just see it there. There you go. Chris Atkin just getting some treatment at the moment. Been released at the end of the year. You make of that?
There's some interesting calls from Kurt Haggerty. I can't imagine he hasn't got a plan, Mark. You know, whoever has been released, there'll be somebody of quality coming in to replace.
Well, here we go then. Look at the injury list. Doro, Alice, Chamberlain, all on there. There's more to come. Dan Russell out with that eye problem. We've not seen much of Milnes or Keys. Eason Masters injured early. There you go. Ockenbaugh, Armitage. Not just injuries, long-term injuries.
Yeah.
It's been tough. They've done well, I think, Bradford, to remain as competitive as they had for as long as they have, given all those injuries. Here now is Evan Skur. He's all action. Maybe not played as much as he would have hoped to. Just 12 appearances prior to today, but when he's on, he's all action. Here's Akins. Hits it away now. Here is Atkin. Gets it away to Dean. Finds Hooley. Hooley, chance to stretch his legs. Tackle. Can Bradford hit back? Snatch one before the break. Last one. They're coming over again. They're looking towards Ethan Ryan. Ryan Sutton is after it. Ball's knocked on. Well, that looked like they were offside.
That's a knock on.
Well, I think he might have missed one there, the ref.
I think so.
Should Bradford, bearing in mind they've got a challenge, maybe should have given away try to give away a penalty, but then you run the risk of getting binned. Did Webster touch it? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna say Aaron Moore might.
Yeah.
I'll hold off that. I'll hold off. Here's Curry. Well, a little bit of controversy. Here now is Walker. Walker finds Hayes. Miss out pass, too quick. Kicks pass, fires off Ashton. Home fans are not happy. Look, on first replay, Paul, I thought it was a dead set knock on. On the second one, I'm not so sure. It shows just how hard it is.
He was a lot closer than us, Aaron Moore, isn't he? He's 10 metres from the action.
Here's the pass.
Yeah, it's a poor play from the left edge of the Wolves. All they have to do is get to the end of a set and go in at 18-4.
Go on then.
Yeah, it's a fair point. I think he's done a good job, hasn't he? 6 again here.
Bradford get it, and they've just about got time to use it.
Yeah, the error from King's really important now. If Bradford get going at 18-10, it's game on, isn't it?
I think shows as well the importance of that Ryan tackle.
Yeah, it does.
Just to stop them.
Momentum,
yeah, they were on the front foot. Here now the ball in the hands of the Bulls. Thomas Doyle back with the Bradford Bulls on loan from Wakefield. He'll get it away to Riley Dean. Dean's going to put the kick in. It bounces up. Now, did that hit a Warrington player? I think it did. It was inadvertently offside, so it's going to be a penalty. And you would imagine, we'll have a shot at goal with Luke Hooley with what will be the last kick of the first half. It's all got a little bit stop-start, hasn't it, at the end of the first half? But here's the incident again.
Playing on, they're going.
Well, they're going to run it. They're going for all the chocolates. Kick wide. Webster does well, really well. Gets to ground, and that will be half-time. Aaron Moore will blow the whistle. Bradford could have taken a 2. They went for the try, and they come up dry. It's been a pretty fiery first half in patches. Bradford in front early on. Ethan Ryan's try, but then Ashton, Hopawate and King hit back. We'll have a look at all the first half action.
Only 10 or 12 points in it. There's 14 here in it, but you know, Castleford just fell off a cliff with Hull KR because of what they did in the first half and all the stats in their favour. And when you read the stats here, it's very similar.
Well, here goes Skur, first carry of the second half. Ball working down the short side for Bradford. Heading infield goes Sutton. Such a key part of this team. Mella finds Paposhi, who passed that head injury assessment earlier on. Short of the halfway line, so decent start to the half for the Bulls. Here's Doyle. Doyle fancies a run, gets a pass away to Mella. Mella now looking to play off the back of that offload, but he's tackled just inside the 40. Last one. Can Bradford get their kicking game on point with Chris Atkin? He sent it high. This is a tester for Thewlis. Chase is not quite able to get there in time, but it's still a pretty good chase from Bradford. Really good step to start the second half.
Yeah, it was a brilliant set, and that's it. Everywhere that Caleb Aitken's been catching the ball, almost on the same piece of grass.
Oh, that pass was flat. Got away with one there, maybe Warrington. Here's Sipley. Different game, isn't it, if you're defending in the opponent's 20? It seems to make life a little bit easier.
It's last play.
Only up
Good
to
defensive
30.
Yeah.
It's the kick like here. They'll get it away to Irwin, who drills one low, and he's managed to find the grass. Akins will get there, picks it up in the 20, turns it back for Ethan Ryan. He'll carry it forward. And both sides complete their opening set, second half.
I think there's probably a stiffer breeze at the back of Bradford Bulls than what we can feel up here, Mark, in our gantry position.
Yeah, there were a couple of Atkin kicks earlier on that seemed to maybe just hang on the wind a moment. Wind dumps the ball away. No real inroads made off that offload, and Wynn a little bit slow to get to his feet. Bradford over halfway though again here. Promising signs for Kurt Haggerty's side. Ball played now into the hands of Atkin. Atkin short pass. Good run, good tackle. Bentley involved again. Last one. This time it's Riley Dean who rather hooked his kick. Well, that's going to be another play on here. Now, did Hopoate get a hand on that? No, he didn't. It was good play again from Bradford off the high kick, but it ultimately leads to nothing. Just wondered here how this ball, Hopoate let it go. And he had a bit of a grab and missed it. We are seeing that more and more, aren't we? Teams just happy to let the other team catch it. It's risky, as we've pointed out time and time again. Also risky letting Danny Walker run from dummy half. Generally gets some meters in exchange. Short side here to Ashton. Nice run. Oh, good tackle there on Thewlis. It was a bone-crunching effort from Paposhi. Under pressure now. And it kicks long. Should be gathered on the full. It is by Akins. Swings the ball across to Ryan, but the Primrose and Blue are there in good numbers, and they contain Bradford in the 20.
Yeah, the kick chase was good. Right edge, locking up with the middle, and when Aitken throws that past, the right edge is in his face.
Yeah, there was no real benefit to it other than getting to the middle of the field. Here's Fulton again. Did mention it, I've been impressed with him this year, Zach Fulton. He's runs the ball in hard. And now is Evan Skur. Your stereotypical front row forward. Doyle starting to get busy. Short pass. Last one. Oh, now heavy contact here. And that is Logan Lewis, I think, who stayed down here. Referee's just going to stop play here. The physio is on. Logan Lewis is in a bit of discomfort here. Pick anything up in the tackle, Paul? First glance?
No, not really. I just thought it was a tackle. I mean, I guess in every tackle, Mark, you can slip up a little bit, can't you, and make it some kind of contact with the head.
Well, Lewis will get his treatment. The medics are on and they're going through the protocols that they need to do to make sure he's okay. It's been a really tight opening 4.5 minutes. Both sides have come out fired up. And we did mention, what's the break coming at the right time? And it's just almost reset the game again.
Yeah, it has, yeah. I think Bradford have started the second half really well, Mark. You know, the end to sets have been good. They've won the battle of the two sets of 6 that both teams have had in terms of field position.
Yeah. Well, they will be having a look at this behind the scenes, and he's a little bit gingerly on his feet there. Right. He's going to go off for the HIA. He'll be replaced by Jamie Gill, who did 10 minutes early on.
He's going off for a HIA, so he must have had some contact in the head, because it wasn't a sub card, it was a HIA card.
Yeah, they are looking at this upstairs. I think what they're going to do here, they're going to put it on report. Well, I would say he did bang his head on the ground. Let's see. And here we go then. It will be play on. Last one for Bradford then. Good pressure from Philbin. Atkins' kick is a high one. Collected on the far side. Well collected as well by Webster. He needs now to get to ground, and he does about 15 off his own line.
You can't underestimate the job of Philbin there, Joe Philbin, because it just means the kick's not accurate from Chris Atkin, and it starts almost at the 20.
We mentioned earlier on, Atkin was allowed to run downfield, pick his spot for his kick. That time he just had to get the kick away. Oh, bit of a wobble there from King. Curry. Just as it looked like Warrington were on a bit of a run at the end of the first half, all of a sudden now, as a crossfield kick, potentially a 40-20, he was right on the line when he kicked it. It's going to come to halt in goal. Look at the chase. Connor Wynn, nowhere to go, and they tackle him about 4 out from his own line. Sam Burgess will be really pleased, won't he, with the kick chase. I know it's an effort thing, but it's good effort.
It's talentless, isn't it? You don't need any talent to run as quick as you can. It's just an effort and a desire. The kick from Erwin was excellent. Pulls up on the try line, and the whole left edge, no, it's on.
Tackle made, 25 out. Here's Mellor. Mellor, nice carry. What a signing he's been, Joe Mellor. Steady hand, a calm head in the heat of battle as Atkin again thumps it again. Philbin was after him. Was taking that well in the end. I thought he'd overrun it for a second. Webster, he'll bring it back.
I thought he was going to head it.
The ball working across the back line. Ashton well taken. That's a beautiful tackle from Hooley. Ball back here to Thewlis. Still no George Williams, but
rumoured to be coming back very soon, yeah.
Hoping he'll be back.
What a shot in the arm that would be for the Wolves going into playoffs.
Might be a little bit harsh on Hayes or Irwin, though. Been playing pretty well of late. Here now is Hopawate. Takes it in. Good strong carry. Last one. Warrington then getting set. Hayes will get his hands on it. Sends it high. It's another kick that Wynn's going to have to collect. He's dropped it. Lord, was there a free? Yeah, he said it went forwards. Well, Ashton's claiming he was taken off the ball. Wynn's saying the ball went backwards.
He's got to catch it. He's got to catch it.
Yeah,
he's got to catch it.
Well, I think they're going to challenge this, Bradford.
As well, mate.
Just go backwards.
We've got captain's challenge, mate. Bradford challenging the really knock on, making the ball's gone back.
So they've challenged it, saying the ball went backwards. I've got to be honest, on first glance I thought it did, but then I guess if you're looking at the challenge, you've then got to see what happened to Matty Ashton as well. They've got to look at everything.
They could end up winning this challenge, but still giving a penalty away.
They could do. Well, looks like they're all... Oh, well, I think Ashton's gone offside anyway. So this could be a very good challenge for Bradford. Like you see, he's got to catch that, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got one job, hasn't he, in the whole set.
Well, they're now, what they're doing now, Paul, is they're looking at this Ashton.
Yeah, Ashton's offside at the start of him.
Well, Ashton is offside.
Penalty before anything happens then, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're looking at that, surely you've got you've got to go back for the penalty.
Active or not, mate?
I think they're going to come back for a penalty here. So Bradford will get the successful challenge, so they're on point with that. And Aston will be furious. We mentioned effort-based things there.
Yeah.
He's the quickest man on the field, and he's half a yard offside, and it's going to cost his team.
There's no reason for him to be offside.
Here, mate.
That's silly. Warrington, but Bradford using their challenge well. Here we go, this is it. Can't see, he's just at the bottom of the screen.
He's the next player out, isn't he? He is, it's half a metre mark. And half a metre's a long way.
It is. So, both sides still have their challenge. Here's Dean, gets it away to Skur. Lepi Tanganoa warming up for Warrington. He's been out for a couple of weeks. Here's Atkin. Oh, beautiful pass. Son's away. Son ball back on the inside. Gill scores. Second try of the season for the big man against Warrington. And Bradford, who needed to score next, have scored next. Now it's Warrington who are furious. In fairness to Son, he was very unselfish there. But that was all about the pass. Wonderful work from the Bulls.
Play through them. It's really, really good play because everything's really quick. Over the advantage line. Jamie Gill supporting back up the middle. I think he runs the lead line here, Jamie Gill. There he goes through the line. Brilliant from Atkin. Look at two big fellas combining. How good's that? But yeah, really smart player. Just really square from Mellor. That link between the forward and backs. Erwin gets caught, turned in a little bit. Sutton through the line. Jamie Gill, 4 points.
Bradford, sorry, they're querying an obstruction here, Warrington.
He goes through the line, Jamie Gill.
It will, of course, be getting reviewed upstairs, but I'm with you. I thought he got through the line clean, didn't he?
He doesn't impede anybody. Doesn't impede anyone. We're asking our lead line runners to get through the line and not hit an outside shoulder, and Jamie Gill doesn't.
Well, let's have a look here. That they are looking at this. It's not an official. Oh, now. Well,
he's pulled him back. That's what they're querying. Oh, this will be such.
They are going to go to a review here. They've found something.
Pulls him back. Gets Walker. I'm pretty sure it's Atkin on Walker. He's going to stay. They're going to score anyway, Mark.
It now becomes a formal review. Let's hand it over.
Formal review. Look at a pullback.
So we've cleared everything up to this point. The tackle is from Bentley, which we can play on from. But if we look at camera 5 here, Sutton then grabs Walker's shirt, which affects Walker being able to get across to Sutton, which constitutes a penalty.
Well,
thank you, I made my decision.
Joy is going to be short-lived here. And Warrington were right to feel aggrieved. You saw it there, the pullback on Danny Walker's shirt. And that means that this try is going to be chalked off, and there'll be a bit of disappointment for Bradford. But a bit of relief for Warrington.
Yeah, it's really well executed play, and I don't think Danny Walker gets there anyway. I don't think there's any reason for Chris Atkin to pull him back.
This
Just
is
see it here.
It's Atkin there.
Yeah.
There. And it's a good grab as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Danny Walker's screaming at the referee really early on in that play. It's a warning for the Wolves, though.
It is. It's a great line from Sutton, wasn't it? I'm with you. I'm not so sure he was going to be caught, but that's not how it works. Here now is Hayes. Here's Tanganoa into the action. He's going to get the final half an hour or so. Ball 20 away. Walker gets it away now. Little step, another step. 3 steps in a row. He's still going. He might get all the way to the line. No, he's turned away. Leon Hayes. Great run, mazy run from the young half. Will play it right in front of the posts. They come into Curry now. Curry, a loopy, horrible pass. Ashton did well to pick it up. He's not tackled. In fact, it was King, gets it away to Ashton. Ashton careers forward, 5 out, last one here. What have they got up their sleeves? They're going for the power play, and they've got it! Philbin crashes straight through. Lovely pass from Walker, and Philbin reaches out to do the rest. What a pivotal 60 seconds in this game. Bradford denied at one end, Warrington score at the other.
Yes, it's going to be a 12-point swing mark. It's brilliant from Danny Walker, who I think has been brilliant today. Danny Walker jumps out of dummy half. He's got Sipley on his outside on a pass across the front of Philbin, but he chooses the player on the inside, which is Joe Philbin. He just gets an outside shoulder, a weak shoulder, and finds the try line. It's great play from Danny Walker. Just see him here. He jumps out, and then he just finds that pass, and they just get a weak outside shoulder.
That was too easy, wasn't it, for Philbin? Crashes over.
But you're right, Mark. Pivotal 60 seconds. The pullback from Atkin. Ultimately, he's punished with another 6 points to the Wolves.
Yeah, that is a straightforward kick for a young man who's been kicking them from all over. 24 points to 4, and now it's Warrington who have just reasserted their dominance here. Walker's pass, and Philbin crashes over. Going to the Broncos next year. They're recruiting well ahead of what they hope will be a Super League return. Bradford with it all to do. 20 points to deficit.
Yeah, it's gone from what would have been an 8-point ball game to a 20-point ball game.
Yeah. Here is Philbin.
I must say, him and Sipley done really well off the bench.
Yeah.
Really well.
They've made an impact.
Yeah.
Exactly what they were brought on to do. Philbin, not for the first time today, a little bit slowly to his feet. Not happy. Oh, he's dropped that. He dropped that. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? Because he's clearly feeling the impact there. But he has turned the ball over. And Philbin, I think, is in a bit of trouble here.
Nice.
You feel a little bit of sympathy.
Yeah, you do.
There,
You do. But there isn't nothing wrong with his hand to grip the ball.
Yeah, fair play.
Sympathy over there.
Philbin has gone off. Hey, I guess he'll be now wishing that he'd have just stayed on the floor. Jordan Crowther comes on in his place.
See what the tackle was before it. I mean, I didn't see too much in it, Mark, but obviously there's something that's twisted his ankle.
Here's Hooley. So Bradford with an unexpected opportunity to get back into this one. 20 points the difference at the moment. Here now is Mellor. Ball back on the angle. That's a good carry. That gets Bradford inside the 20. And Skur, now they're lining up to the left, but Mellor cuts back, tries to pump off one, gets the big see you later on. And he's tackled about 5 out from the line. He's still not put down, Joe Mellor. Well, now works its way across here. Dean nowhere to go. Former Warrington man, he'd have been desperate for a good appearance against his former club. Here's Atkin, he's looking out towards Ethan Ryan. Ryan's going to get up, ball's knocked down. Now they're offside, so... Well, it's not the first. They've gone that way twice in the end. Twice Ethan Ryan has either come up with a try or got Bradford a repeat set.
Yeah, he's good in the air, isn't he, Ethan Ryan? Gets a running jump again. Himself and Webster this time competing for the ball. We'll see it here. Yeah. Error from Webster.
You feel that Bradford need to score here, don't you? If they're going to have any real chance in this match. As here they go with Atkin. Well, it was his pullback that denied the Bulls earlier. Here now is Mellor. Mellor with a step. Good news for the Bulls. Logan Lewis has passed his head injury assessment. He'll be back out there. Set restart. It's all happening now for the Bulls. Can they turn it into points? Here now is Dean. Turns it back. Paposhi. He cuts back across. Up the middle he goes. Couple of metres out from the line. Oh, short pass, but it missed its target. And that is a gilt-edged chance gone begging.
Yeah, Kurt Haggerty be pulling his hair out on so many opportunities that they've had down this end of the field and just lack some composure and execution.
Yeah, there you go. Pass straight to Hopoate. Andy Ackers and Logan Lewis are about to come back on for Bradford. But here's Walker again. Walker swings the ball away now to Hopoate. He's over the 40. Warrington making metres with ease at the moment. 25 minutes remaining here.
6 again.
6 again for Warrington. Here's Sipley. Sipley offloads back to Walker. Fires it to Hayes. Finds Tanganoa. Tanganoa inside Bradford's 40 now. And just as it did in the first half, it's all starting to get quick as there goes Hayes almost through. Walker gets it away to Thewlis. Thewlis turns it back. King, short pass, and Crowther's in. They didn't know where he went. He's only just come on, and Crowther strolls in to score, and that might just do it for Warrington. He's over for the try. They lead 28 points to 4.
Well, you summed it up perfectly, Mark. It's got quick again, hasn't it? The game's got quick. Hayes goes through the line. I think Mellor's left on the ground at the play of the ball here, and when he gets up, he can't see Geordie Crowther because he's not facing the play. He's never faced the play from getting up off the ground. You see him there. He's still not facing the play, and then all of a sudden he can't see Geordie Crowther, and Geordie Crowther comes off on his blind side up the middle. Toby King, nice pass from King, change of angle, finding the middles. They've just got Joe Mellor. You say about how much defending he does, he's just took one play off there, one play.
Yeah,
that's all it costs.
That's it. Won't score an easier try than that. Geordie Crowther. There they go. Is this the year? Sam Burgess' side. That game with Hull KR Tuesday the 18th could be massive. Massive in respect to where those two finish in the playoff mix. Kick is good. 5 from 5. No nonsense for you and Irwin. 30 points to 4. Now the problem for Bradford. This could blow out.
Yeah, it's brilliant. As you see there, Joe Mellor just caught, still walking. By the time he tries to clock back on, it's too late. Great line from Geordie Crowther, and a brilliant pass from Toby King back on the inside.
Yeah, there's Sam back where it all started for him. Sure, there'll have been a few fond memories came flooding back when he started life as a teenager in the Super League with the Bulls.
Another player I was glad to see leave the Super League, Mark.
Yeah. Pretty long list, that, I'd imagine.
Huge.
They'll be hoping here that the Bradford fans that this side don't get blown away, but it is a possibility here. You mentioned it, that what happened at Castleford last night, and Warrington did it at Castleford last week as well, didn't they? Scored plenty of points late on.
Well, the game's changed on that pullback, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's changed on the pullback, the momentum.
Hey, Walker again, short pass, offloaded, Bentley somehow held on to it,
wow.
Gets it away to Thewlis, Thewlis going ball over the top, oh, Webster wasn't tall enough, Thewlis just pushed it there. How did Bentley hang on to that pass? Warrington should have scored another.
Yeah, Bentley caught it with his left arm and his back. It's brilliant skill. Danny Walker again just picks up. Ewan Irwin pushing up flat and over the advantage line. Once it gets quick, you got to flood the rucks. Thewlis has just got to find the pass. It's forward anyway for me. Webster needed a couple more foot in height.
Yeah. Maybe Lachlan Walmsley might have caught that as opposed to Lachlan Webster.
Yeah.
Bradford got another injured player in back play here. These are tough moments. We always knew the teams that came up, the likes of Bradford, York and Toulouse, are going to have moments in the season where it gets tough, and it is tough at the minute for Bradford. Welcome Wigan here next week. It's not getting any easier.
Wigan and Lee the next two.
Yeah. But as you just said it a couple of minutes ago, that try goes over for Gill. This is a completely different environment. This is a tough kick. Ashton does well to collect it. Yeah, that would have been 18-8 kick to come.
Yeah, 24-4.
This puts some maybes. Yep. Yeah, still a quarter of this one to go. This is what we've got coming up then. Leeds-Lee, round 23 at Headingley. Leeds will be buoyant after that win last night. OKR Catalans also Thursday, and Warrington-York Thursday. 3 games Thursday night. Make sure you're across that. Hull, big win for them, take on Cass. Wakefield Saints, that is a massive game. Saints, danger of missing out on the top 6 for the first time. Last one for Warrington. Here now, the kick high. Toby King after this one. King's going to get there. King will get it away to Tanganoa. He finds Ashton, and the ball ripped out of his hand. That's going to be play on, is it?
High shot, Mark.
Well, it's a high tackle on Ashton.
High shot.
Well, the referee's going to hand this one upstairs.
It'll be a penalty try.
Because Ashton, had he not been taken high, you would have fancied would have scored it. Let's have a listen.
We're just checking the merits of the penalty try.
Tackle 5 on field, decision of no try, looking at merits of a penalty try. So a pause ball on the foot. Everybody to the left is onside, and we've obviously got Crowther off in the middle, so we'll track Crowther. So let's go into a tight angle on the catch. Toby King takes the ball clean, and then a pass, and another pass. So let's have a look at the contact here from Connor Wynne. So there is high contact there, but that doesn't force the ball to come out. Connor Wynne's hand pulls the ball down after he's made contact with the head. So thank you, I have now made my decision.
Right.
Just a penalty, mate, yeah.
Well, they've had a look at this one upstairs, and they've said it was a high tackle, but the high tackle didn't cause the ball to come out. It was a ball steal, so it is only a penalty. No try given, but it will be a penalty here, and Ashton might feel a little bit hard done by there. It's all in one action, isn't it?
He's got to try and make a tackle, Connor Wynne, that is for sure. You can't just allow him to step inside him and score. I would probably argue that if he doesn't hit his head, then he's nowhere near the ball, is he?
Yeah. Well, Warrington will carry on, looking for another score. 15 out from the line. Crowther gets it away now. Here's Tanganoa looking dangerous off the bench. Sent out to close the game out for Warrington, whose lead is an ever-growing one at the moment. Crowther fires it now to Byrne. He gets it away, bodies in motion. They went for the intercept, they miss, and Hopawate is in for his second. Bradford gambled in defence, and they came up with all the wrong answers. Warrington sailing off into the sunset, back into Super League's top 4.
Yeah, it's Ethan Ryan who comes up and in and comes up with fresh air. Maybe a question mark on any obstruction here on Chris Atkin, but I don't think it is. Oh, but Hopawate gets a double. See it here. Liam Byrne. Yeah, he's just come up with fresh air, Ethan Ryan. Hopawate, easiest of tasks. Much easier than his first try. Great pass from Erwin right across the face of 2 players.
They are looking at this Atkin obstruction.
Yeah.
Chris Atkin has become a bit of a master of getting penalties like this. I think this is going to get chalked off.
Yeah, I thought it might do when I watched it.
So there is the collision. And when you see it from that angle, it looks pretty obvious. They're going to review this, and I think I've got every inkling this is going to get chalked off. This is going to now be a formal review. So this one will go upstairs to the video referee. And the more you see it, the clearer it looks.
Yeah.
Formal review.
Bentley doesn't get through the line. He gets into Chris Atkin.
So we've cleared everything up to this point. Yeah, we've cleared everything up to this point. Looking at the line from Bentley here, Bentley hits Atkin flush and caused him to go to floor. If the contact wasn't from Bentley, I believe Atkin still would have had an opportunity to get there. This constitutes an obstruction. Thank you, I've made my decision.
Yeah, video referee has a look at it, and I think having seen it again, Paul, you did say when he scored they might have a look at that, and they did have a look at it.
Yeah, let's going to accept that. It's a dead set obstruction. Bentley gets his outside shoulder. Once Atkin can't get that out the back of off that player and to the corner to try and make a tackle on Albert Opoati.
Well, Warrington felt they should have had a try, and then Bradford felt they should have had one chalked off. So can the Bulls get another score here into the final quarter on a balmy evening in Bradford? Now a penalty, Warrington offside. So Sam Burgess will have an eye just how this is going to pan out. He won't want to let Bradford off the hook here, will he? Bradford now inside the 30. Ackers finds Mellor, short pass, Logan Lewis back on after that HIA. Ball now into the hands of Mellor, steps nicely out of one, gets it away to Akins. Akins back for Riley Dean. Needs something off the cuff at the minute here for Bradford. It's all a little bit static, a little bit lateral. Here's Akins to wait for the pass. Skips away from a couple, almost got through. A little bit better from the Bulls. Here now is Dean, nice pass. Couldn't quite get something through the gap.
That's a heck of a tackle from Toby King.
Here's the last play then, and now they're going out to Warms to that far side, but it's taken on the full, and that's going to be a restart there. Webster did well, didn't he? Held his ground, and here now is trouble for Bradford, because on the zero tackle they're already up to the 40.
Tackle from Toby King on the front rower. What a tackle that was.
A couple of good shots gone in. Here's Opoate, thought he had a double. Bradford will be hoping they can restrict the points. Here's Harrison back into the fray. Crowther gets it away now. Nice little carry up to the 20. Quick play of the ball. Crowther gets it away. Here's Irwin. Irwin with a step. Irwin too good. Slices like a hot knife through butter through the Bradford defence. And there'll be no doubt about that one. Irwin's try wraps it up for the Warrington Wolves, and they will be going fourth in the table tonight.
There's not enough superlatives for this young man for me. He's got the brightest of bright futures in this game. Steps off his right foot. You mentioned Mark, hot knife through, but didn't even lay a glove on him, some of the players. Let's have a look. Right foot, beats the marker, Paposhi. Gardner gets a brush on his back, but that's it. Caleb Aitken beating on the inside as well. Oh, super. It's super. It's super. I think you just stand and applaud. Even if you're a Bradford fan, you just applaud it. It's that good.
He's a talent, isn't he? We mentioned George Williams on the way back. There's no doubt he's in the team, but they're going to have a pretty ruthless decision to make, aren't they? Sam Burgess and co.
Mark Sneed still not making the team either, Mark.
Well, I think they've backed the youth, haven't they? There's been, for many years of Warrington, the criticism maybe has been that they haven't gone with their own young player. You look at it now, that there's a sprinkling throughout, isn't there? You've got Webster, Thewlis. You know, there is Sam Burgess looking on. You've got Irwin and Hayes. You've got Adam Allroyd in the side as well.
It helps when they're as good as they are, Mark, doesn't it?
Well, it does. Yeah, it's a fair point, but you've still got to have the faith in them and put them in, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Converts his own
Right
try.
footstep. Oh. Just watch him go. Just let him go. It's brilliant. It's fantastic.
World Cup at the end of the year, Paul Cook.
Yeah.
Is that a step too far?
Possibly. It won't be for the next one.
Saying if you're good enough.
Yeah, true.
All that will be revealed for Brian McDermott. Here go the flowing hands here. King finds Ashton. Ashton well tackled. Good work defensively. Is the tackle complete? Yes, it is. King will get it away. Here's Harrison. Ackers reels out of the tackle here. He could be in trouble. Ball now in the hands of Hayes. Gets it away to Irwin. Irwin finds Thewlis. Thewlis dummies to Hopoate. And look at that. In the blink of an eye, they've rolled right down the field again. And they're looking for more points now. They're going to put the kick in. Well, nobody read that play. And Winnie's all over it. And he'll get it away to Akins. And Ashton and Colby said, well, if you'd have given us a shout, we would have been on the end of that.
Yeah, I think it's just it's an off-the-cuff play.
The wind's gone down again. Bradford get a penalty. Bit of high stuff in there. 36-4. A tough old day at the office for the Bradford Bulls.
It's ruthless. The game's ruthless, isn't it? You know, you think it should be 18-10 without Atkin pulling somebody back, and then it's 20 points to 4. And before you know it, it's 36-4.
Yeah. And it could probably have been a bit more as well. We had the Ashton incident. Hopoate disallowed try. Bradford are feeding on scraps at the moment. Can they get a second score? Here's Gardner, gets it away to Atkin. Atkin almost through the line, but good defence from Bentley. Thinking about the kick through, looking for Logan Lewis. Dropped at the back, that'll be a knock on. Thewlis couldn't take it in.
Nice kick through the line. I think Sutton's the danger. Ackers, wasn't it? Yeah. Sutton's onto it.
Next Saturday and that Thursday night, start of September. I've already said to Jeff, so I'm not that Thursday night, September, he will be in Kyle.
So, chance for the Bulls then. Looking for an opportunity to get a second try. Andy Ackers, we mentioned, went reeling out of that challenge, Paul, and he now has gone off, so that's a problem for the Bulls.
HIA assessment.
Yeah, with him next week. Bradford knock it on. And now the break is on. Down that far touchline up towards halfway goes Webster. And now a penalty. So they're going to tap it. Here goes Hopoate. Bradford again get a chance, and again they come up dry. And that'll be frustrating. There goes Harrison. Does have a feeling this last 12 minutes of how many Warrington are going to score.
Yeah, it does.
Now the ball works its way across. Irwin, ball over the top, taken in. What a catch! But Bradford are going to get him in touch. Great defence.
Well done, Bradford ball.
Great defence there from Bradford.
Yeah, that was some catch. Some catch from Lewis.
That was good rugby league all round, wasn't it?
It was. The pass over the top from Irwin. The catch is outstanding. He's just reeled it with one hand. Wow. 4 players over, though. That's the measure of Bradford, isn't it? You said they don't give in.
We were questioning how many Warrington would score. Well, Bradford are saying no more at the moment. But there's some tired bodies here, isn't there, looking to bring this ball out of their own end. They're hanging on grimly at the minute. Tackle made on the 20. So now another penalty. So it's just got a little bit scruffy from Warrington in the closing stages here.
Leaving the field, number 10, Lewis, and number 16,
For touch is a good one. Bradford on the hunt for some points of their own. Here's Hooley. Wrestled to the ground. Riley Dean. Doyle back on for the Bulls. What can he produce here? Little dummy has a run.
Oh no! Hi!
Here now is Atkin again, taking the one up the middle. 10 out from the line. Short pass here to Evan Skur. Last one for the Bulls. Ball works its way wide here now to Dean. Short pass, they went without it. There's danger here, ball picked up. They get it away to Ashton. Ashton's off to the races. Plenty of Bradford shirts back, and they'll drag him down 40 out from the line. Bradford at the moment just cannot find a break, can they?
No, just a bit of a lack of skill and execution. Right edge this time put down.
Forward goes Holroyd. Son went hunting for him. Didn't miss him either.
Gardner.
.25 out, Warrington. Here now goes Irwin again. Short pass, looking, ball on the angle. Here now, Irwin finds Harrison. Harrison sliding across, looking. Nobody went with him. Stands in the tackle, last one. They'll swing it across here to Hayes, fires it to Thewlis. Thewlis for Tanganoa, Tanganoa for Ashton. Ashton's in. He gets over in the corner. He got the first Warrington try, and he might have got the last one as well. He's in at the corner. Ashton at the double, 40 points to 4.
Yeah, it's keeping the ball alive. It's going to be a long 8 minutes here for the Bradford Bulls. 40 points conceded for the second week consecutively, when they've certainly been in the game, Mark. Hayes onto Thewlis, just beats Riley Dean and skips to the outside shoulder of him, and Hooley turns in, and then there's still 2 players over. Great feat from Jake Thewlis. Ashton at the double.
Yeah, decent.
Irwin's most difficult kick possible. Oh no, he had one in the
couple
first
from
half,
the
didn't he?
sideline
Yeah.
in the first half, didn't he? He seems unfazed. There's Ashton starting to find form. He had a quiet. A lot of people were asking questions. Why is he not scoring tries start of the year? He's scoring them now, and he's scoring them on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah, 9 is it now? 9
and 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
9 and 8.
If you'll fancy, he might be able to add another one to that before the day is done. 7 tries, we've had 6 conversions. That's the angle facing Ewan Irwin. Can he keep his 100% record going? You bet he can. He just makes it look easy.
Effortless. It's like your golf, Mark.
Well, the last thing you want when you're struggling is a guy that's kicking them from everywhere, and he kicks another one.
Yeah, 4 into 6 constantly.
This is going to be a real battle, mentally and physically.
Oh no! Oh!
Short pass here, just probing the middle. You get the feeling there's a bit of a flourish in this Warrington side. 7 minutes remaining, and here they go again. Route 1 up the middle. There goes Harrison. Miss out pass, juggle from Ashton. Did well to take that in. Here's Tanganoa again. Here now they're going on the last one. Nice hands, finds Hopoate. Hopoate, flick pass. Still the last one, still going here. Bentley needs to find a pass, does he? No, it's not.
6 again.
6 again, says the referee. Told to get to his feet here, Bentley. Everything going Warrington's way. Here's Harrison, fancies a try. He's tackled now. Well, the flick from Hopoate led to 6 more. Now another 6 more for infringement of the play of the ball. Things might be about to get worse. Here's Thewlis. Thewlis takes them on. Didn't quite fancy the pass. Crowther in. As the clock ticks under 6 minutes remaining. A little sidestep. Couldn't quite get through there. Leon Hayes. Ball now works its way to Harrison, taken off his feet. Good shot goes in there.
Chris Atkin.
It was Chris Atkin. They're going to that edge again, though. Miss out pass, Hopoate. Tackled a metre out. Bradford on the ropes. Clinging on for dear life. How much juice is left in the tank? Well, that was a horrendous pass. Hooley will pick it up. And the pressure valve release.
Yeah,
that wasn't his best moment.
I think Hayes is expecting a kick from him, and he throws the pass just behind him. There is a gap there, but no player to catch the ball. Well defended, Bradford, to be fair. They defended a couple of sets there.
Yeah.
They're already losing by 38 points.
Yeah, there's the pass.
Turning up.
Well, here, now there's a 40-20 effort here. This is a great... it looks of a great line, but he's just pulled... That was like my golf. That's more like my golf.
Slice. Brilliant.
Oh, Atkin.
Exchange for Bradford.
That the pullback, again, we're going to mention it again, and we'll never know, but they would have been within 2 tries. And that pullback chalked off the try for Gill, and from then it has been all Warrington. Yeah, Warrington went up the other end. Philbin scored 60 seconds after. Here's Bentley. He's shown up to well today, Bentley. Gets it away. Ball now works its way towards Hayes again. Inside the 10. They've taken up residence down this end. Ball back for Thewlis. Forward pass. Just got a bit scratchy at the end.
Yeah, that's not Liam Burns' finest hour, is it?
No, they've just come up with a couple of poor decisions.
NFL on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Coming
five weeks to wait, mate.
Yeah.
5 weeks tomorrow.
Liam Burns didn't training for it.
Bradford crowd thinning away here at Odsall. The Warrington fans behind the posts will be happy enough. They maybe could and should have had a few more tries, but they've still been pretty efficient, ball in hand. 7 tries unanswered after they fell behind to Ethan Ryan's opener. 3 minutes remaining.
A week on Tuesday is going to be fascinating, Mark, isn't it?
It is.
You know, when you look at they put 40 on Hull KR not long ago. The Wolves at home go over to Craven Park.
It is a massive game.
Huge game, yeah.
Oh, now there's a break for
great
Ethan Ryan, but that was a forward pass.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure.
Well, referee's called it.
Let's have a look. There we go. Connor Wynne skips across off his right foot. Oh, I'm not sure. It's because he fades backwards, probably. Makes it look more forward.
Yeah.
Marginal. You can be happy with it either way.
Yeah. One of them, if it's given, you can see why it's given. If it's not given, you're quite happy for play to continue. But it does invite one last chance, you feel, for Warrington here. Well, you mentioned that game. Look, the top 2 looks to be between Leeds, Wigan and Wakefield.
Yeah, I think so.
But getting in that top 4 gives you a home playoff game, and that is so important. It's going to be massive, isn't it? And that game, and that's why that game a week on Tuesday is going to be huge in that top 4 race.
But not only that, it's what it does after the week after they've played the 3 games in 9 to 10 days.
Yeah.
You know, they've got it tough, Warrington and Hull KR, with that midweek game.
They have. Here go Warrington again. Now there's room. Here's Harrison. He's seen plenty of the ball, hasn't he? He's not been able to break through just yet. They have it now, 5 out from the line. Little sidestep. Oh, couldn't quite slide his way over. They're queuing up here, Warrington. They're queuing up, and It almost feels like they're on a mission to get Harrison over the line, and it seems like Bradford are quite happy to keep him out. And again, you'd argue in the last 5 or 6 minutes, Warrington have bombed a couple of really good chances.
Well, Bradford have turned up though, man. I think it's very much incumbent of the Kurt Haggerty coach team. I think they're finding a way. Win down the sideline.
Yeah, win down the sideline. He's got plenty of support. Puts it on the toe. What's the bounce like for Win? Oh, he just couldn't shovel it back in. They're going to have a look at this. They are going to have a look at this. Let's find out what Aaron Moore's looking at.
We're just looking at the restart. I've got that it's a 20 restart.
Okay, pause ball on the foot. Everybody's onside, so we can play on from this point. And then if we go through to the challenge, so the ball's in field. It's patted by Win. Still in the field of play. And it just ricochets off Ashton. He's not played at the ball. Thank you, I made my decision.
Well, after all that, we knew it was no try. I guess the only question was, did it hit a Warrington player? That's irrelevant anyway. I'll tell you what, it just shows there how fit you've got to be a referee, because Aaron Moore there was breathing quite heavily when he went up to the video referee pole on that.
I think that's as good as a wasted captain's challenge at the end of a game.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you do have to be fit. Trust me, them referees go through it.
They do. It would have been a nice little effort for the Bulls. Looks like 7 will be enough for Warrington. And the signs were there in that first half as well. Had to wait until 22 minutes before they got their first points of the game. But when they came, Warrington, they were quickly in the ascendancy. Here goes Bentley again. Last few seconds, last few tackles here. Here goes Harrison again. Gonna get one more play of the ball. Crowther gonna try in the second half himself. Gets it away now. They're going to kick for Ashton. Ashton, if he gets the bounce, could be in. Oh, he didn't get the bounce, and the ball's batted out. And that will be that. And that is full time. It's another game without a win for the Bradford Bulls. 1 win in 9 for them now. But for Warrington, a much-needed victory that lifts them up to 4th in the table. They're hoping, they're believing. This finally might be the year of the Warrington Wolves, but they're in prime position for a place in the top 4 now. And Paul Cook, yeah, they could have scored some more points. And look, what we should mention